akong natawhan ning kinabuhi ko akong itugyan ning kasing-kasing ko perme lang kasubo tungod sa gobyerno nga dili pa ato kinsa pagkahan.
Ining maong awit nagsugilo sa pakigbisog alang sa kagawasan sa atong mga Cebuanong revolusyonaryo. Ang sudlon ang ilang tinago nga kampo patok sa mga sumasakop nga katsila ug Amerikano. Naginaot ko nga ang atong mga batan karon maminaw nini para ilang magbuhan nga ang ilang problema dili lang ilaha kundi shared na problem kini diin ang hinahanglan ug shared nga kasubaran alang sa kayuhan sa katilingbanong Pilipino.
Ngadto sa sudlon dili kita muuner yan ang taong malupigon na maoy nagbalikya sa atong nasyon.
Oh, Pilipinas, yuta kong natawhan ning kinabuhi ko akong itugyan ning kasing-kasing ko permi ang gasupo tungod sa gobyerno nga dili pa ato. Tala na mga igsuon mamauli na kita nga to sa sudlon dili kita muner sa mga taong malupigon nga maoy nagbaligya sa atong nasyon. Kinsa makahang dili mabalaka, kinsa makahang way amo sa patriya, kinsa makahang dili mabalaka wala hatagi sa independensya. Ning kasing-kasing ko permi lang gasupo tungod sa gobyerno nga dili pa ato. Tala na mga igsuon mamauli na kita nga to sa sudlon dili kita muner sa mga taong malupigon nga maoy nagbaligya tala na mga igsuon mamauli na kita nga to sa sudlon dili kita muner sa mga taong malupigon nga maoy nagbaligya sa atong nasyon. Pilipinas, oh Pilipinas.
History teaches us courage and selfless acts of heroes like that of Jose Rizal or General Gregorio del Pilar. The stories about their fight against superior foreign enemies come across as a rallying cry for people to identify a common nation and love of country. But there are stories too in the regions and localities that should be part of the whole history of the Philippines. In recent years, a surge in research and writing of local histories reintroduced us to local heroes like 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏, General Arcadio Maxilom, and others. To many local people though, they're just names of streets.
Kaila ba kang 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 na?
Wala. Kaya?
𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏.
Okay lang.
Ay gitawag niyo din sa amin ko 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏. Pero ako kitag taong kakinsa ng tao nga 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏.
Pambras, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, wants to connect the locals with their past. We produced music videos, published books in local history, and put the names of local heroes literally on the dining table. In 2018, we assembled a group of kids and tasked them to write a book about 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 for children.
I first heard about 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 when I was looking for something to read at my house.
My Araling Palipunan teacher was lecturing about the famous people in Cebu, and 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 was one of our topics.
I mostly knew 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 by name. History-wise, I didn't know much about 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏.
𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 or Pantaleon Villegas was a Katipunan general who led the Cebuanos' fight against Spain in what we now know as the 1898 Battle of 3 de Abril. In the book that we published, history writer 𝗓𝗓𝗄𝗏 wrote that the battle was the crucial spark that turned the tide against the forces of Spain in Cebu.
It was a big victory for the locals because for the first time in history, higdag ng mga Kastila.
Like many, Santi Sagayno did not know the story about 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 or other local historical figures for that matter.
Sa nagsebaran ko, parang hindi to masyadong tinuturo ng mga guro kasi sa textbook kasi nila, para bang hindi ito nakafocus.
Local history was not taught as a core subject in schools, even before the Philippines implemented the K-12 basic education curriculum in 2016.
Right now, murag na may mga attempts no, to focus on local history no nanay although medyo lacking siya gamay, so this book can fill in that gap no.
With the help of our friends established in the fields of heritage advocacy, design, art direction, and storytelling, we mentored the kids to help them create a children's story based on the heroism of 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏.
He cared not only for himself, but because he cared for people in the country, and he loved the country so much, and then he was not scared to fight for the country.
This is a unique case no, of children being told history and then them retelling it. No?
Mas ligon ang condition sa bata kung siya mismo involved siya sa pagpanday sa narrative, sa istorya.
When I asked the students what is the most interesting, like magical feature of the story of 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏, and they pointed out the sigbin, how 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 has a sigbin who helped him.
I wanted to add a touch of the supernatural in the story so that little kids would also hear about it.
This particular genre called speculative fiction that includes fantasy, maybe some elements of horror and sci-fi. They really like this kind of genre in the works that they read.
The humans are happy fishing when the aliens, the Spaniards, come to get food.
The artist has to think like a child, but in this case, unique ni siya kay it's the children themselves doing that. Of course, sa nga nga level, ang children think to murag wild kayo ng imagination ba, no? So that shows sa ilang version sa Leon Quilat story, no? So it's a bit wild, na sci-fi elements, no?
So we were thinking of like sci-fi themes, like Iron Man, Avengers, since that's Avengers inspired one of the writers.
I learned a lot from this experience, mostly about history and my art direction. I have so many people around me to help with this project, and I'm happy to help bring this project to life.
Other kids should read this story because it's very important for us, especially as Cebuanos, to know about our past and how we got our freedom that we now have today.
Whatever effort there is to make students read, entice them with a new kind of story, sci-fi infused story based on a historical figure, can actually make them start reading it. And maybe when they start reading this, what else is there that we can read? And so the demand will start there, and hopefully writers will catch up with the demand.
I think the children will enjoy reading it, and I think they will grow to love Leon Quilat.
Leon Quilat is like a good example to young kids.
Kailangan di ay nga kita tanan kay magtinabangay ta para ato yung mabuhat na to kung sa atong ganahan.
I admire Leon Quilat for leading the Cebuanos in fighting for our independence.
I'm really happy that I got to work with professionals because I just did art as a hobby.
Mas dali ang transmission sa information kung magtanaw kag pictures.
I think ang ultimate importance sa history is the sense of narrative, the sense of wonder.
There are a limited number of writers who focus on, let's say, children's stories or children's books or even YA.
Uy, kuyugi ko, nanong di man ka. Kuyugin ako, bisan dili ko gwapa. Kahibalo ko, mustorya sa kaagi sa una. Sa mga bayani, nakigira lang para sa kuma. Sugbo anda mo away mamatay. Unsa ko pa manggi atay. Kuyog lagi ko, di man ko mamugos. Kuyog ang mukha ko sa kagahapon ni umabon. Kuyog lagi ko, di man ko mamugos. Kuyog ang mukha ko sa kalayo ni tupas. Ang daming tao pa ng Sugbo para malikawas kuyog nimo. Magkuyog na ta, pagdali na diha. Nano di ay, nanong di man kaganahan. Kufta na to, ang sundang nila pula-po. Leon Quilat, flores sa gargacho. Sugbo tasman, hanggang mo away mamatay. balay ulipon sa gugmay gugmang giatay kuyog lagi ko kamay kumamukos kuyog ang mukha ko sa kaga ako ni baba kuyog lagi ko kamay kumamukos kuyog ang mukha ko sa kalayo ni kupas ang damdaman ang Sugbo para malingkawas kuyog ni mo hindi ko nimo kuyugan imunti kag palawan hindi nakakatilaw sa humba o kinila kuyog lagi ko di man kumamugos kuyog ang mukha ko sa kagahapon ni baba kuyog lagi ko di man kumamugos kuyog ang mukha ko sa kalayo ni tupas ang damdaman ang Sugbo para malingkawas kuyog nimo kuyog nimo kuyog nimo
malipayong pagsaudog sa usa ka gatos ug kalim-an ug siyam ka tuig nga kasumaran sa adlaw nga tawhan sa atong bayani sa Sugbo, si General Arcadio Maxilom. Happy 159th birthday to our Cebu hero, General Arcadio Maxilom. PAMGRAS, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, and the Department of Education, Region 7, in partnership with the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, the National Quincentennial Committee, Museo Sugbo, the Central Visayas Association of Museums, SOAN 2020, and Diyandi Heritage Center present to you today in celebration of our hero's birthday, a Cebu Island-wide virtual extemporaneous speech contest. Maayong hapon sa tanan, maayong hapon to everyone who is here, maayong hapon to our contestants and who are on Facebook who are here with us virtually, and we also are happy that we have with us our judges, and of course we are happy that we have so many viewers right now on Facebook Live. We would like to recognize those who are on Facebook Live with us, and this could have been the classmates and the friends and teachers and schoolmates of our contestants. And so we have on the PAMGRAS Facebook page, Paula, Des Peñalosa, RHMC, Carlo Trosio, Des Peñalosa. I love the song. Of course, that song, Kuyukiko, has now 970,000 views on Facebook Live and help us to reach 1 million views for it. That song that asks you to come with us back to our history and know about our history. Know and be proud of our heroes and our story as Cebuanos. So we would like to thank our partners in this contest. We have partnering with PAMGRAS, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, is the Department of Education, Region 7, and of course, the National Historical Commission, the National Quincentennial Committee, in which you are actually also seeing this event, this contest right now on the Facebook pages of PAMGRAS, the NQC page, the Museo Sugbo page, the Central Visayas Association of Museums, and SOAN 2020 and the Diyandi Heritage Center pages. So for those who are on Facebook Live, you can be recognized before the contest if you say hashtag General Maxilom or hashtag Cebuano Heroism. So we are having this contest in celebration, of course, of the 159th birthday of our hero, General Arcadio Maxilom, because we only know him, usually, most of us know him only as a street in Uptown Cebu. But we don't know much about what he did, why he became a hero. So, and of course, we are celebrating this month, the National Children's Month. So, November is the National Children's Month, and how else to celebrate this month? Except aside from having the youth honor our heroes and honor Cebu and knowing our roots and reconnecting with their roots and our roots. So, National Children's Month, promoting children's rights amid the pandemic. And we are celebrating also this year the 500 years of the victory at Mactan, the 500 years of the first circumnavigation of the world in which Cebu has a part, and the 500 years of the arrival of Christianity in our islands and in Cebu. So we have been celebrating this in our events. So that's why in April we had a poster making contest. So if you would see at my background, you would see these posters, the winning posters of our talented young visual artists in Cebu. These are the works of grade 7 to 12. Grade schools, actually grades 1 to 12. So they were the contestants in our poster making contest with the theme, the 500 years of Cebuano heroism from the time of Lapu-Lapu, 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 to today's unsung heroes. So this is from the 𝗘𝘅𝘁𝗂𝗹 division from Roland Lanya, and this is his visual art on the 500 years of Cebuano heroism, and this is the second prize winner from a group of students in Toledo from Consolatrix College, and this is from Hannah May Munceda of Minglanilla, and this is the third prize winner, and we have the Netizen's Choice Award here. So we also had an essay writing contest to celebrate the birthday of our hero General 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 last July, and we also had, it was an on-the-spot essay writing contest, and we were able to also have winners in that competition. So we are celebrating this month the 159th birthday of General Arcadio Maxilom. Of course, it was General Arcadio Maxilom with the president of Cebu Katipunan, Luis Flores, who continued the revolution after 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏 was killed or was murdered in Karkar on April 8, 1898. So they won actually the freedom of Cebu on Christmas Eve of 1898, and that's December 24, 1898. And this month also is a celebration. This end of the month, we will be celebrating the 158th birthday of our hero, Andres Bonifacio. So we would know that Andres Bonifacio was born a year younger than, General Arcadio Maxilom. So so I know you are already excited to see our judges. So we have this event right now because we are celebrating this very important events in our history. So we have with us now. We would now like to introduce to you our judges. So I would like to read the comments first of Paula. So Paula says, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Marie says, Abante Talisay City Science High School. So these are the supporters of our contestants today. So we have Sophia saying, yay, go, go Shang. So Fiona says, good luck. And also Catherine. So daghang salamat to everyone, to the classmates and teachers who are supporting their classmates also and students. So we would like now to introduce our judges in our extemporaneous speech contest. So of course, the extemporaneous speech contest is a test for our students in how they talk about our heroes. So they will be preparing for at least 6 minutes. So we would be telling them, so everyone does not know his or her topic. We had a draw by lots yesterday. We had a raffle on the numbers or the sequence on when they would perform or they would deliver their speeches. But they would only know now the specific topics that they will talk about. So we have grade 7 to 12 students as contestants in our exciting extemporaneous speech contest. And this is virtual because they are not yet allowed to come face to face. But we are of course, we are transitioning towards face to face classes. And then we have our judges who would be our esteemed, our very credible judges who will be evaluating the speeches of our students. So our talented Cebu students. So first, you would like to introduce to you, if you have seen our 𝗘𝘀𝗹𝗁 speech story, he is the narrator of that video, the story of of how, of how we develop the talents of the youth and children at 𝗘𝘀𝗹𝗁 Street, for them to rebrand 𝗘𝘀𝗀𝗁 Street and to retell the story of our heroes. And our judge is also a lawyer, and he is a senior lecturer of the University of the Philippines Cebu Communication. Please help me welcome a lawyer of the poor, Attorney Ian Manticajon. Greet microphone. Microphone. Greet your audience.
Mayong hapon.
Sige, maayong hapon. What na yung mas taas nga greeting ato?
Kato lang sa.
Daghang salamat to Attorney Ian. Our next judge, she is also, when we were in college, she was our idol broadcaster or newscaster. We always see her and watch her on GMA7 news, and she was the newscaster for many years at GMA News. It was still an English broadcast at that time, and then she was also a dean, the former dean of the School of Architecture, Fine Arts and Design at University of San Carlos, and she is an architect with an advocacy on heritage. Please help me welcome Architect Melva Rodriguez-Haba.
Daghang salamat, Ms. Agripina, for that very nice introduction. May nalang ningon ka nga, nagtanaw mo, college na ka, kaya ang uban, nagtanaw, grade 1 pa kuno. Anyway, dako kayang akong pasalamat nga ako nakasalmot o nakakuyog nining atong fair karong hapon nga balik tanaw sa atong kaagi, pinaagi sa Cebu Island-wide extemporaneous speech contest. So I would like to congratulate Pangras Hotel, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, for undertaking all this series of beautiful programs to make us appreciate our heritage, our past, and especially our local heroes. Thank you so much.
Salamat, Architect Melva. And now we would like to introduce to you our third judge who is here with us virtually. He is also our idol broadcaster when we were in college, but he is not old. And then he is a veteran TV and radio broadcaster, and he is also a columnist at the Freeman. Please help me welcome Mr. Leo Lastimosa.
Daghang salamat, Agripina. Daghang salamat, Amgras, sa inyong gugma sa Sugbo ug sa iyang kasaysayan. Happy birthday, General Arcadio Maxilom.
Daghang salamat, Leo. So now, we actually were listening to him on radio, and we also watch him on TV, in TV Patrol, right? So now you have seen him once again. So we would now like to introduce to you our last but not the least judge. She is an author of many books on Cebu literature and Cebu history and heritage. If you go to our bookshop at Sinugat, at our basahanan ni Lumaya at Pangras, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, you would see many books that she authored and she edited. So she also has so much love for Cebu heritage, literature, and history. And please help me welcome our gorgeous judge, Dr. Hope Sabanpan-Yu.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Palmgrass, for having me here in your series of events. Very, very lovely series of activities. And especially now when we have the pandemic, what is more important than to keep the culture and the arts going? So I'm very delighted to be here and to also take part because I love, students and watching them share their talents. So it seems to be a very, very exciting afternoon for me, and I can't wait to go through the entries this afternoon. Thank you, Pamgrass.
Daghang salamat, Dr. Hope. And speaking of hope, so we are actually having this event and series of events geared towards having our youth, our hope of our nation. So we have these events because we want our students, our youth, to know more about our history, to know more about Cebu, and to be proud of our country, and to be proud of our roots as Cebuanos, and to be proud of our heroes. Because how else would they be able to be inspired to be better leaders in the future if they wouldn't know about they won't know about the example already done by our heroes. So of course, because our youth are our hope, our children are our hope. So we have these events so that they would know about our heroes and they would be proud of them and they would be inspired to follow them. So so that we would have hope in our country because of course we would be really excited to have better leaders in the future with children and youth who know of their history and of their roots and proud of it. So so now we would now like to recognize our contestants in our event today, in our contest today. We would not yet show them to you. So we have 20 contestants from the 9 divisions of DepEd Region 7, and these are from 18 schools. So we have Alianara from the Now City Division, from Ramon Durano Foundation. We have Denver from Rosemont, the Now City Division. We have Almira from Bato National High School, Toledo City. Nelfa from Mother Mary's Children's School, Carcar City Division. Frances from the Divine Life Institute of Cebu, Cebu Province Division. We have Alexandra, St. Thomas Learning Center Foundation, the Now City Division. We have Angel Faye from USJR, Cebu City Division. Jera Kisandra from Exceed Learning Center, Naga City Division. We have Chanel from Mandawi City Comprehensive National High School, Mandawi City Division. Aliyah from the Mandawi City Science High School. Darshela from 𝗓𝘃𝗏𝗄 Memorial National High School, Carcar City Division. Maggie from the Naga City Division. Antonia from the Now City Division. St. Thomas Learning Center Foundation. Bridget from Consolacion National High School, Cebu Province Division. We have Mary from Cebu City Division, from Cebu City National Science High School. Mary Abigail. Rilliazar from Cebu City National Science High School, Cebu City Division. Adrian from Bugo City Division. Anthony from St. Scholastica's Academy, Talisay City Division. And we have Abigail from Toledo City Division. And last but not the least, Isabella from Talisay City Science High School. So we had our raffle yesterday. So we have actually drawn their numbers for us to know the sequence of how they would perform. So now we would like to let you know about the mechanics. So we have grade 7 to 12 students from public and private schools in Cebu Island. We also have we will be having we gave our students the general theme of this contest. So the general theme is celebrating General Arcadio Maxilom and the 500 years of Cebuano heroism. But we would be giving them the specific topics that they would discuss in their speech. in their speeches. So we would be giving them at least 6 minutes. So pardon for mga time difference of a few seconds. So they are given, actually, we have arranged that they would be able to prepare for at least 6 minutes. They would be given 2 minutes to deliver. So we have a timer here who would say time's up, and I would be ringing the bell when the time is up. So of course our contestants would hear. So we would ask them to finish their sentence, to wrap up their sentence when I ring the bell when the time is up. So we will also, the speeches are also delivered in English, because of course we were thinking, because we would be posting this on the Facebook page of PAMGRAS, and our followers and our audience are not just from Cebu but from the different parts of the Philippines and the world. So that's why we have this in English, for them to understand what we are saying about our heroes. And of course, the judges would be deducting points if the contestant exceeds the delivery time. So we have required the students to wear their school uniform, and then their speeches would be judged according to the content or the relevance to the topic, to the delivery, and impact. So it will be our judges if it has an impact on them, and so our judges would be the ones who would evaluate your speeches. So the videos of your speeches would be posted, would be published at the page of PAMGRAS, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, and then the piece, the entry with the most reactions would win the Netizen's Choice Award. So the online voting would be until November 26, 2021. So the announcement of winners would be on November 30, 2021 during the event Manggugubot, celebrating and dressed at 158 and the 500 years of Visayan heroism. So on this event, there would also be an exhibit of traditional blades in our islands, and there would also be a discussion on the traditional blades, and then there would also be a message from the Department of Education Region 7 as an inspirational message for this event, and also of course, the announcement at the awarding of winners of our extemporaneous speech contest. So this would be a hybrid event on November 30, 2021 at 2 p.m. at PAMGRAS, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, and the pages of our partners. So now, so we now have more than 122 viewers on Facebook Live. So thank you very much for watching. I cannot anymore read your comments, because one of our judges is leaving at actually Leo has another activity. So he is with us virtually because of a last minute appointment. So now we would be reading the question. So and then we would be reading now the first question. So are our contestants ready? Are they online? Okay na ilang audio, video, possibly? Yes. So now, this is the first question. This question is for Alianara Saskia from Ramon Dorano Foundation's Tech, Danao City Division. And the question is this: how can today's youth honor our Cebu heroes like Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom? So Alianara, you would also be seeing this question at the chat box of the messenger room that we are in. So you will be preparing your speech for this for 6 minutes. So while you are preparing, you would like to show this video a message from the Vice Mayor of where our General Arcadio Maxilom was born, from Tuburan. And here is the video of Vice Mayor Aljon Diamante.
Ako si Demokrito Aljon M. Diamante. Nahimong mayor sa Saburan atong 2010 hangtod 2019. Para namo, nga taga-Tuburan, pride yun namo si General Arcadio Maxilom. Dili lang siyang pagka-leader, sa iyang pagka-teacher, kundi siya pagka-isog na nagigisog para sa tinunay nga gawa sa ato yung tama.
Si General Arcadio Maxilom, nagkatuo sa Tuburan, nahimong usa ka magtutudlo, usa na abot na nahimong usa ka katipunero. Nahimo siyang pangulo sa mga katipuneros, nahimo siyang usa ka general, no, atong 1898 sa pagtula namin General Leon Quilat. So nahimo naka-inganyo, importante siya sa among sa mga Tuburano, nahimo siyang instrumento sa kausaban o man kagawasan sa atong mga kaigsuunan. Labi na yun. O ingon mo sa dako na itong karbo sa mga Pilipino o ingon man sa Sugbo. Kalumad siya mga taga-tuburan.
Daghang salamat for those messages. The first message was from the Vice Mayor of Tuburan, Aljon Diamante, and the second message was from the Mayor of Tuburan, Honorable Danilo Diamante. Thank you for those messages. So now we would like now to call our second contestant, call the attention of our second contestant, because we would be giving you the question, the topic that you will discuss. And this is Denver James Lawas of Rosemont Montessori College, Rosemont Hills Montessori College from the Now City Division. And this is your topic. What are the values of our Cebu heroes that should be emulated by our leaders today? What are the values of our Cebu heroes that should be emulated by our leaders today? And this question is also sent to you at our chat box. So you would be seeing this at the chat box of our Messenger speech contest room. So now we would like you to listen to an excerpt of this song. This song was composed by the Katipuneros of 1896 from Luzon. And this is translated into Cebuano by Pamgras, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, and also sung by our youth of the Bagong Teatro Junquera. We would like you to listen to an excerpt of the song Alerta Katipunan.
Alerta Katipunan sa bukid, ang puloy anan, dito matagamtaman. Kakakoy sa kalawasan, walay ulan, walay habon, walay banig. Pagkatulog, giunlan pa ang sundan, abanseng makalilisan. Alerta Katipunan, ang tuson, ang kalisdanan, lugaran at ang kaisog, bisay mamatay pa sa panggubatan. Tumong natong iduso, nasutupson, ugumayon, dali na kita magdikiso.
So that was an excerpt because it's a filler, but we would like to congratulate Atty. Ian Manticajon because his student 𝗜𝘀𝗹 was the one who made that video from UP Mass Communications Department or UP Communication Arts. I don't know what's the course now. So when she had an internship at Palmgrass, so she helped us make that video. Congratulations to the teachers. And then so we now have our question number 3. So we call the attention of contestant number 3, Almira Faith Kalinawan of Bato National High School, Toledo City Division. This is your question. Were the sacrifices of our Cebuano heroes like Lapu-Lapu, 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏, and Maxilom worth it? Why or why not? So worth it is a very kind of popular term right now. So that is your question, Almira. Were the sacrifices of our Cebuano heroes like Lapu-Lapu, 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗏, and Maxilom worth it? Why or why not? So now we would like to listen again to a few words from the song Alerta Katipunan, a continuation of that for our filler. So this is sung by our youth of Jonquera Street and other youth in Cebu.
Ang kurihanan, dito magagamtawan. Nakapoy sa kalawasan, walay ulan, walay hapon, walay panin. Nagtuturog, iulan pa ang sulang, abansay makalinisan. Alerta Katipunan, ang kusot, ang kaislanan, lugaran ako ang kaisok, bisag mamatay pa sa pangulatan. Tumula ko, inusok, nasutupson, ukayon, nalinakita makipisok. Amansig makalinisan, alerta Katipunan, amansig makalinisan, alerta Katipunan, amansig makalinisan.
Maraming salamat. Was that 1 minute and 30 seconds? Do I say already, do we already call, is it already 6 minutes? Do we already call the first performer? So we would like to call our first performer, Alianara Saskia Cabanigan of Ramon Durano Foundation Tech, Danao City Division. May we show her to talk about how can today's youth honor our Cebu heroes like Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom. So start now. Wala siya sound? Wala siya ka-mute. Should we go back? Pila na ka-minutes? Ha? Did you mute? Were you? Did everyone? We would like to remind you that before you talk, you unmute yourself. So maybe I should ask them first, no? Before I would let them talk. So again, Alianara, please give your speech. Give your talk.
So
give your talk now. It starts now.
okay. As what Morgan Nicholas said, and I quote, "Bravery is the audacity to be unhindered by failures and to walk with freedom, strength, and hope in the face of the things that are unknown." In line with this adage, here in the Philippines, hundreds of gallant men and women are worthy of mention, may it be modern-day heroes or heroes of the past who sacrificed their sanity, safety, and mostly their lives. They are the people that are acknowledged as the founders of our nation, who gave way to the independence that you are experiencing today. They are symbolically the light that illuminates our path towards freedom. Hence, as a youth, how can I honor my Cebuano heroes? Well, I can honor them by living their ideals that far extend beyond the grave. First, bravely face my adversaries without flinch in order for the goal of liberation. Next, never cower against the mighty enemy. And lastly, speak and write your thoughts. Because I know once we speak and write our thoughts with depleted care and thought, we can orchestrate change. Just like what 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃 and Arcadio Maxilom radiated Lapu-Lapu's heroism that is now transcended upon us as we fight this war, the war against viruses. The war might feel like it is unending and blurry, however, with the Filipino moral treasures such as faithfulness, adaptability, bravery, and resilience, then we can get through this together. Just like modern-day heroes who manifested the evidence of heroism through their love and dedication for the country. It is indeed the spirit of valor is transcended upon us Cebuanos. Let us join our modern-day heroes and Filipinos in the midst of great adversity. Let us draw inspiration from the past and present heroes and build a nation that is resilient and strong. Good afternoon, everyone, and have a good day.
Sakto gyud. Daghang salamat sa Skia. So next, we would like to give the question for our contestant number 4. The question for Nelfa Ann Barazona from Mother Mary's Children's School, and this is your question. So your question is this: for you, who is the modern-day hero that continues the legacy of Lapu-Lapu, 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃, and General Maxilom? Describe him, her, or them. For you, who is the modern-day hero that continues the legacy of Lapu-Lapu, 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃, and General Maxilom? Describe him, her, or them. So that's our question. So we would now proceed to our performer number 2. So we would like to call Denver James Lawas of Rosemont Hills Montessori College, Danao City Division. So may you talk? Say hi to me, Denver.
Hi.
Okay. So now this is your question. What are the values of our Cebu heroes that should be emulated by our leaders today? And your speech starts now.
A heroic day, everyone. Amidst the pandemic, we Cebuanos have proven to be resilient, standing tall despite the so many challenges in our country. And I'm here to talk about the values of our Cebu heroes that should be emulated by our leaders today. Fact! Lapu-Lapu is the Philippines' first defender of our shores, according to Senate number 2162 that was introduced by Senator Richard J. Gordon. And Lapu-Lapu is a Cebuano. Heroic, isn't it? Facts. Lapu-Lapu, according to Philippine Daily Inquirer, Island Souvenirs, which was owned by a Cebuano, contributed 100% of its profits to over 5,000 families in northern Cebu province who lost their homes and have been roofless since Super Typhoon Yolanda. Another heroism, isn't it? Fact. General Arcadio Maxilom 𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃 was a Filipino teacher and a hero of the Philippine Revolution. Maxilom is best remembered for stubbornly refusing to surrender to the American forces, even as his fellow revolutionaries in Manila and Cebu were starting to capitulate or collaborate with the new invaders. Now, going back to the question, what are the values of our Cebu heroes that should be emulated by our leaders today? In this coming election, the values of Lapu-Lapu and the bravery of General Arcadio Maxilom should be emulated by our leaders today, because we need that kind of leader in our country, because it is considered a heroic, and we will continue the act of heroism from our fallen heroes amidst the pandemic, because we Cebuanos have proven in the corridors of time The blood of our very first Philippine hero Lapu-Lapu is still running through our veins. The generosity of a Cebuano is still running through our blood. My small step, your small step, and everybody's small step, when combined together, will be a giant leap for the Cebuanos. Can we?
Daghang salamat, Denver. So we would like to now to give the question for our contestant number 5. So we request you to actually finish your sentence. So you finish your sentence even if the bell rings. You will finish your sentence just not just to wrap up your sentence, just very briefly. So now we would like to give the question. The question for contestant number 5 for Frances Natalie May Almario of the Divine Life Institute of Cebu Incorporated, Cebu Province Division. And this is your topic. So what could the people do today to fulfill our heroes' dreams of a society free from poverty and inequality? So this is the question for Frances. So what could the people do today to fulfill our heroes' dreams of a society free from poverty and inequality? And that question or that topic is now being sent to you on the chat box of the contest room. So now we would like to call our performer number 3. So our performer number 3 is Almira Faith Kalinawan of Bato National High School, Toledo City Division. May we have her? So Almira, may you say maayong hapon to me?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay.
Maayong hapon.
So now we would like you to talk about this question. What were the sacrifices of our Cebuano heroes, like Lapu-Lapu, Leon? No? Sakto. So were the sacrifices of our Cebuano heroes, like Lapu-Lapu, Leon Quilat, and Maxilom, worth it? Why or why not? Not. And your speech starts now.
Let's talk about sacrifice. What is the sacrifice that these heroes did for us? Well, think about it. 500 years is a long time, right? So imagine 500 years of excruciating struggles for hard-fought freedom. But let's ask, why did they fight for freedom in the first place? Why did they feel the need to sacrifice? Well, in a world where your freedom is taken away from you, isn't it just natural that you dream, that you fight for it? You dream of having it one day, that even if so dark, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel for a brighter and better future. So these warriors can be called the warriors of freedom. Warriors of freedom for a better future. So let's ask, what does it mean for something to be worth it? To be worthy is for something to be valuable, for something to be precious. Now, is a sacrifice for a better future, for freedom, for warriors of freedom to fight for a better future, worth it? Well, here it is. For freedom, for a better future, sacrifice is always worth it. Thank you.
Daghang salamat.
Thank you.
So now we would like to give our question number 6. So this question is for Alexandra Nina Gakrama of St. Thomas Learning Center Foundation, Danao City Division. And this is Alexandra's question or topic. Are you proud of our Cebuano heroes? Why or why not? Are you proud of our Cebuano heroes? Why or why not? So now we would like to, so it's being sent to, the question is being sent to the messenger room, to the room of our speech contest. So we would now like to call our performer number 4. Our performer number 4 is Nelfa Ann Barazona of Mother Mary's Children's School, Quezon City Division. And we, Nelfa, please say General Maxilom, hashtag General Maxilom.
Good afternoon, hashtag General Maxilom.
Can we turn up the volume up so that, again?
Hashtag General Maxilom.
Okay. So now this is your topic. For you, who is the modern day hero that continues the legacy of Lapu-Lapu, Leon Quilat, and General Maxilom? Describe him, her, or them. And your speech starts now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The four main modern day heroes for me would be medical frontliners. They put their health at risk just to help the world heal from this pandemic. Second would be farmers. Because of them, we have adequate food or even more in front of our tables. Third, garbage collectors. They help to keep our environment safe, and they keep us safe in order to live in an environment which is healthier and cleaner. Fourth would be the teachers. Even though this year and for the last year, they were not in the usual learning setup anymore, but they still continue to teach and nurture the lives of their students. They may come from different fields, but all in all, they are people of instinct. They do not think twice in helping other people. Second, they're extraordinary. They put other people first, even before themselves. Third, they're compassionate. They do not only look at other people with pity, but they also know how to act. They know how to lend a helping hand. Last and most importantly, they fight for the greater good of all. They do not only think of what they can do for themselves, but also for our nation. So, to end my speech, I would like to tell everybody that we can be leaders in our own way. Me and you can offer something so meaningful for ourselves, for our future, and for the nation. So that the 500 years of Cebu heroism that we are celebrating today can still last up until for another 100 years or even another 500 years. Thank you. That would be the end of my speech.
Daghang salamat, Nelfa. And now we would like to give the question for Angel Faye Gabuya of the University of San Jose Recoletos, Cebu City Division. And this is the question for Angel. Our Cebu heroes fought wars and battles against foreign oppressors. Today, are there still wars to be fought? Explain. Our Cebu heroes fought wars and battles against foreign oppressors. Today, are there still wars to be fought? Explain. So now we would like to call our performer number 5. Number 5, eh? Di maklaro kay red ang highlight sa ako. So our performer, thank you everyone. We now have more than nearly 180 viewers in our Facebook Live, to all those who are supporting our contestants. So our performer number 5 is Frances Nathalie May Almario. So Divine Life Institute of Cebu Province. So say maayong hapon, Frances.
Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
Okay, okay na no yung audio. So Frances, your topic is, what could the people do today to fulfill our heroes' dreams of a society free, sakto, of a society free from poverty and inequality. And your speech starts now.
To our distinguished panel of judges, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed afternoon. I have always believed that glory lies not on the achievements, honor, or possessions one can have. Rather, glory lies on the fight one gives for the sake of oneself and for the sake of what he or she finds meaning and purpose. If we were to fulfill our heroes' dreams of a society free from poverty and inequality, I believe people must embody the noble qualities such as tenacity, bravery, and strong faith in God. A lot of tragedies have dawned upon us, like poverty and inequality, even back when our ancestors incessantly fought against slavery and oppression. The qualities of bravery, tenacity, and strong faith that they've always made known and shown up until this very moment, as we are facing this age of disruption, we find ways to endure and move forward. We seek for the good things in life and courageously face uncertainties of many kinds. To my fellow Sanos, as we celebrate the 500 years of heroism, let us be reminded that we have come this far to fight for our freedom and rightful place. We have shed blood and tears to liberate us from the chains of colonizers. Now is the time that we celebrate and continue the legacy our ancestors have left us, because the future greatly depends on what we can do. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Francis. Is exactly 2 minutes. So now we would like to give the question for our contestant, for our question number 8. This is the question number 8. We would now like to give the question to 𝗓𝗂 Cassandra Alesna from Exceed Learning Center, Naga City Division. And the question is this: what were the admirable deeds of Cebu hero General Arcadio Maxilom? What were the admirable deeds of Cebu hero General Arcadio Maxilom? So now we would now like to give the question for we would now like to give the performance. Supposedly we don't have an viewer, or is it okay? Can we have we don't have a physical audience supposedly today. So now we would now like to ask the performer number 6, Alexandra Nina Gakrama from St. Thomas Learning Center Foundation, Danao City Division. So this is the question. Are you proud? I would just like to ask you to say hashtag General Arcadio Maxilom. Say General Arcadio Maxilom.
Good afternoon, General Arcadio Maxilom.
Okay na, what yun? So Alexandra, so this is your topic. Are you proud of our Cebuano heroes? Why or why not? Your speech starts now.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am indeed proud of our Cebuano heroes. They were Filipinos of courage and determination. Each of them dedicated the greater part of their lives by doing noble work for the countrymen and for the good of our beautiful country. These great heroes sacrificed for our beloved native land. They showed their love for all the Filipinos and of the country. They served because it made them happy and honored. They were not after the reward, health, fortune, and fame generation. We cannot all be a great hero, but we can do it through their good examples. And of course, we also have a female heroes who changed Philippine history. Thanks to Gabriela Silang's bravery, who led the Filipino troops and after the assassination of his husband, Diego Silang. And that will be all. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Alexandra. It's exactly 2 minutes. So now we would now like to give the question for our contestant number 9, or the topic for our contestant number 9, Chanel Sofia Dizon of Mandawi City Comprehensive National Science. Mandawi City Comprehensive National High School, Mandawi City Division. And this is your topic. What are creative ways to promote awareness of our Cebu heroes among the youth? What are creative ways of promoting awareness of our Cebu heroes among the youth? So that's the question number 9, or topic number 9 for our contestant number 9. So we would now like to call our performer number 7. So Angel Faye Gabuya of University of San Jose Recoletos, the Cebu City Division. We would now like to have you. So is Angel here? So Angel, say maayong malipayong adlaw na tawhan. Turn on your video. Say maalipayong adlaw na tawhan.
Yes po.
Say
Malipayong adlaw.
Okay, malipayong adlaw. So So, Angel, your topic is this. Okay na yung audio? Our Cebu heroes fought wars and battles against foreign oppressors. Today, are there still wars to be fought? Explain. Your speech starts now.
A wonderful afternoon to everyone present here in this meeting and watching us live in Facebook. So, I have a question for all of you. Are we living in the Philippines that we dream of? Well, for my answer is no. There are so many ways that we can still continuously progress and improve for the benefit of all Filipinos and as well as Cebuanos. In the past, our heroes fought for our country's freedom, and now we've gained it. And right now, in today's modern world, Cebuanos are struggling, and there are current wars that we are facing. First off is eradicating poverty. Thousands of Cebuanos are struggling every single day just to survive, just to get by. And this is something that as a community we must fight for. Next is basic human rights. A lot of Cebuanos are struggling to be respected. For example, our basureros. They are treated as some discarded, they are alienated by society. And this is something that we must stop. And next is proper protocol for natural disasters. The past years, we have seen how many struggles that the Cebuanos are experiencing. Like, for example, the earthquake that hit Cebu and shaken us. And this is something that we must help our Cebuanos, something that we must prepare ourselves whenever there are future natural disasters. That is why, as a community, as fellow Cebuanos, we must work together to fight against these issues. We must work together as a community with a common goal in mind. That's why before I end my speech, I want you to think this. What can I do to help turn the tide in today's war into the side of the Filipinos? That is all. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Angel. So now we would like to give the question to our contestant number 10. So this is the question this is the topic of 𝗂𝗲𝗡 Famador of Mandawi City Science High School, Mandawi City Division. This is the topic. Why do the majority of our people still suffer today, despite the fact that our heroes successfully ended the colonial rule of Spain, United States, and Japan? Why do majority of our people still suffer today, despite the fact that our heroes successfully ended the colonial rule of Spain, United States, and Japan? So this is now our we would now like to call our performer number 8. Our performer number 8, Jera Cassandra Alesna of Exceed Learning Center of Naga City Division. So do we have her?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. Yes. Is the audio okay? Say again, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay na to? So, Cassandra, so this is your question or your topic. What were the admirable deeds of Cebu hero General Maxilom? And your speech starts now.
As a hero, General Arcadio Maxilom has many inspiring and admirable qualities that allowed him to do various heroic deeds. This goes without saying, but one of such deeds includes gathering the courage to up and leave his quiet life and risk it for the betterment and liberation of our colonized nation. Perhaps the best deed that he has ever done, to me and to many others who have been victims of excruciating oppression, is his unrelenting ability to stand his ground. When the Americans came under the guise of friendship and camaraderie, he still saw them for who they truly were. The same colonizers, simply bearing a different flag. He did not surrender to them and refused to show them his good-naturedness. No matter how tempting and easy it seemed to just give up and raise the white flag, he still endured it for a very long time. This teaches us to be vigilant and remember our own worth as a nation and as a people. This, I think, is the most admirable and heroic deed he has ever done because it teaches us to remain strong in the face of adversity and temptation. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Cassandra. So now we would like to give our topic, the question for contestant number 11, for Graciela May Uy of 𝗓𝘂𝗶𝗶𝗲 Memorial National High School, Car City Division. So this is your topic. If you were Lapu-Lapu or General Maxilom, would you fight the foreign invaders or colonizers despite the hardships and the threat of death or possible death? Why or why not? If you were Lapu-Lapu or General Maxilom, would you fight the foreign invaders or colonizers despite the hardships and possible death? Why or why not? So this is now sent to you at the messenger room, at the speech contest room chat. So now we would like to call our performer number 9. So our performer number 9 is Chanel Sofia Dizon of Mandaue City Comprehensive National High School, Mandaue City Division. So do we have her? So we request everyone, the numbers 13 to those at to already enter the room. Di na sila kasod. So, kaysa mo, so ako maghimo. Good. So we would now like to call performer number 8. So are we calling performer number 8? Number 9. So we would now like you please have your video, Chanel. So Chanel. We would now like to have Chanel first. Can you have her? Is Chanel around? So she's not yet. So they have left the room. So how many have left? So I will make another room right now. So stay tuned. So while we are making a room, do you show a video? So do you show any other video there that you can show while we are any video? So please stay tuned for our contestants because we are still making a room for this.
My girl, my celosa, oh, my celosa, oh, my celosa, oh, my celosa. Sige ko na po sa Mindanao, Cebu. Oh, my celosa, girl. Isang karsada nga mong ilaagan, di silosan. Apil ng mga ngalan, napatik sa dalan. Arcadio, Maxilom, Candido, Padilla, 𝗂𝗶𝗶𝗲, 𝗘𝘅𝘁𝗂𝗃, Amtrasa, Periana, Bonifacio, Aranas, Alejo, Mendoza, Francisco, F. Llamas, Florencio, González, General Luis Flores, Isidro, Girondo, Ugang Tres Aliños. Isuding baita, talingped pa, ang Ginoong Cebu ko para niya. Sunod-sunodon, huwag tawag-tawgon, gusto niyang siya ay ating tagdon. Oh mama, 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 girl, maselosa, girl, maselosa, girl, maselosa, girl, maselosa. Sige kuno ko, I love you, sa Pumpinan ng Cebu. Oh maselosa, girl, maselosa, girl. Yanong mag-date kuno may atugod sa museo. Sige lang siya bagot-o, puring kaayo. Museo sa Pera, museo sa Sugbo, o sa 3 de Abril. Irahan sa Katipunero. Ato sa Fort San Pedro, Makatila na Campo. ka, pagpalintay ka, ang ginoong Cebu ko para niya. Sunog-sunuron, o tagon-tagon, gusto niya'y siya'y akong tadon. Oh mama, 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 girl, maselosa, girl, maselosa, girl, maselosa, girl, maselosa. Sige, kulog ko galaki sa kong pinandang Cebu. Oh maselosa, girl, maselosa. Ayaw ka malaga, kawas ng butan ka, pareho ka gwapa sa mahal kang yuta. Liwat mo sa kong lolo, nga katipunero. Oh baby, go lang ng go, mas forever with you. You girl, ako damgo, ikaw ako Sugbo. You girl, ako gugma, you are my Cebu. You girl, ako damgo, ikaw ako Sugbo. You girl, ako gugma, you are my Cebu. Tunggami, kami tay, DMD, tunggami tay, tunggami tay.
So now that was an intermission by our DMD boys, Dunggamizay. It's a song by Pamgras to Cebu Heritage Hotel about a girl who was jealous about her boyfriend who loves Cebu so much. So now we would have our performer number 9. So we have Chanel Sofia Dizon from Mandaue City Comprehensive National High School. So we request everyone, those who are not yet speaking, to mute your mic. So now we have Chanel, and so say maayong hapon, Chanel.
Maayong hapon, everyone.
Okay na ang
Can I be heard?
Okay. So your topic is, what are creative ways to promote awareness of our Cebu heroes among the youth? And your speech starts now.
He who does not know how to look back from where he came from will never get to his destination. This quote by our national hero Jose Rizal is the reality check of our new generation. They are so into these mobile gadgets that they forget that they have the opportunity to learn about our amazing history. So we have to educate the youth, more specifically the Cebuano young Cebuanos, so that they will know about our amazing culture. My question is, what are the creative ways to promote awareness of our Cebu heroes among the youth? The best way to promote our history is through social media. Because through social media, everyone can learn about the amazing history, how Lapu-Lapu became the first ever hero of Cebu, and what happened during the Battle of 3 de Abril. In Battle of Mactan, when Magellan first came to here in the Philippines, he introduced to us Filipinos Christianity, and Lapu-Lapu was not happy about that. So he fought against the Spaniards and successfully killed Ferdinand Magellan when he was shot by a poisoned arrow. Next, we have 3 de Abril. In 3 de Abril, our amazing heroes Leon Quilat and Arcadio Mahilom fought against the Spaniards and also the Americans so that they can get back our freedom again. These heroes ought to be known by every Cebuanos, because if we know about our roots, we will continue on the legacy of Cebuano history. Remember, he who does not know how to look back from where he came from will never get to his destination. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for listening. That is all.
Daghang salamat, Chanel. You're exactly 2 minutes. So now we would like to give the question for our contestant number 12. Maggie Ruth Fernandez of Naga National High School, Naga City Division. And this is your topic. Talk about a Cebu hero such that it would appeal to grade schoolers. Talk about a Cebu hero such that it would appeal to grade schoolers. So that's the question for. Are we okay technically? Are we resolving that something? Are we on the is everyone on mute? Is everyone who is not speaking on mute? So are we okay? So now we would like to have our performer number 10. So may we call Aliyah Blanca Famador of Mandaue City Science High School, Mandaue City Division. Do we have Aliyah now?
Yes, I am present.
Yes, may we
Hello,
show
good
her video?
afternoon.
So, Aliyah, maayong hapon. Can you move back a bit so that you would
Oh.
have a space above your head? So,
Like that.
yes, move back a bit because you don't have a head space above your head. So now we would like you to give your speech for this topic. Why do the majority of our people still suffer today, despite the fact that our heroes successfully ended the colonial rule of Spain, USA, and Japan? And your speech starts now.
Friends, judges, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to highlight the province of rapid trade, commerce, and education, the province of Cebu, and those 500 years of resistance, resilience, and strength. After 500 years today, in the year 2021, we are all still at war, ladies and gentlemen. But we fight not anymore with swords or spears or guns. We do not only fight a battle with an unseen enemy, but we also fight a battle within ourselves, against our fears, and against that urge to give up our own battles in life. Because, ladies and gentlemen, influence is such a powerful force that makes us subconsciously submit to our foreign colonizers because of the power that they had over us for so many years. Sometimes we forget that we too can become like our local heroes who will defy the odds and face challenges head on. And as they say, Cebuanos are resilient people. And we must all remember this. For together, we are our own heroes in our own lives. And we will live on to tell these inspiring stories for the many generations to come. And as we raise our flags of freedom, we must also remember the legacy that our heroes have brought unto us. And I am proud to say that I too will continue this legacy of freedom, for the stories of our Cebuano heroes are ones that should be told and shared to everyone, for everyone, and by everyone. Daghang salamat sa pagpaminaw ug mao kini ang istorya para sa probinsya sa Sugbo.
Daghang salamat, Aliyah. You're exactly 2 minutes. So now we would like to give the question for our performer, for our contestant number 13, for Antonia Nicole Gacrama of St. Thomas Learning Center Foundation, the Now City Division. And this is your topic. What are the challenges in making the youth be interested in Cebu history and heroes? And what can be done to address these? What are the challenges in making the youth be interested in Cebu history and heroes? And what can be done to address these? So that's question number 13, and that is now being sent to the chat box of the speech contest. Now we would have our performer number 11. So we have Graciela May Uy of 𝗓𝘂𝗶𝗶𝗲 Memorial National High School, Karkar City Division. So do we have her? Do we have her video?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. So we remind everyone to put your camera on landscape. And so because Graciela was not able, it's okay. But our orientation was that all cameras should be on landscape. So now, this is your topic. If you were Lapu-Lapu or General Maxilom, would you fight the foreign invaders or colonizers despite the hardships and possible death? Why or why not?
Good afternoon, everyone. Being a hero does not always comes with a sword and a blood, but also comes with a mind and heart. Ladies and gentlemen, my answer to the question is yes. Simply yes. Because I did all of this for the nation, for the Cebuano, and if not, I would always question myself, did I deserve this position? Did I deserve this rank, this opportunity to describe, to fight for Cebu? And I may be not a hero 500 years ago, but I am a hero of modern society, of today's society. I am a hero for my school because I fought for my school here in front of you. I fought for myself. I fought for my ability, my intelligence, and as a representative, I may be not Lapu-Lapu or General Maxilom, but I will always fight until death. It may be a lot of hardships, a lot of hurdles all along the way, but I will face it up front and chin up to everyone to see. Thank you so much and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Daghang salamat. You're exactly 2
Thank
minutes.
you so much.
So now we would like to give the question for our contestant number 14. So our topic number for contestant number 14, Bridget Ann Barte of Consolacion National High School, Cebu Province Division. This is your topic. Describe the valor of Lapu-Lapu and his example and how his example can inspire today's youth. Describe the valor of Lapu-Lapu and how his example can inspire today's youth. That is your topic, Bridget. So now we would like to call performer number 12, Maggie Ruth Fernandez of Naga National High School, Naga City Division. So,
okay, so
sige, Maggie. Say maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon.
Okay ra? Okay
So,
na.
I'll start.
So your topic is talk about a Cebu hero such that it would appeal to grade schoolers. And your speech starts now.
Well, to the judges, to my fellow participants, and everyone watching on Facebook Live, a pleasant afternoon to all of you. So when we hear the word hero, the first thing that comes to our minds are strong people, people who wear capes, people with superpowers. But however, in reality, a hero isn't really that. So if I were to talk about heroes to grade schoolers, I would tell them that our heroes did not only wield swords and spears, they also used pen and paper, paintbrushes and canvas. They fought using literature and art. And because of their hard work, despite having different choice in weapon, they had one goal, and that is to free our country. Because of their efforts, we obtained political independence and our identification as our own nation. We became a nation who is led by our own people. And it is really important for the new generation to know all about that. Because as a Filipino student, as a Filipino citizen of the new generation, it is our responsibility to uphold their principles and virtues, to value their efforts and contributions, to continue their legacy, and just as the heroes did, to serve our country in our own way to the best of our abilities. That's all. Thank you.
Salamat. So thank you, daghang salamat, Maggie. So now we have our question. We would give our topic to contestant number 15. So this is for Mary Abigail Pañares of Cebu City National Science High School, Cebu City Division. And this is your topic. Describe a person that you know who is as brave and selfless as our Cebu heroes, Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom. Describe a person that you know who is as brave and selfless as our Cebu heroes, Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom. So that is now sent to your to the chat box of this speech contest room. So we would now like to call our performer number 11. So daghang salamat to our nearly 180 viewers at Facebook Live. So thank you for supporting your friends, your schoolmate and your friends. So now we have performer number 13, Antonia Nicole Gacrama of St. Thomas Learning Center Foundation, Danao City Division. Antonia.
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Yes. Okay na yung audio? So Antonia, your topic is what are the challenges in making the youth be interested in Cebu history and heroes, and what can be done to address these? And your speech starts now.
Youth right now, especially Gen Z, are very immersed in social media and very rarely to pay any attention to the history of our land and the people involved in it. One challenge, you have trailed off from their roots, praising now other nations' heritage and culture, although We are aware that the governments have already provided ways such as teaching lower year levels using the Visayan dialect. It would be great if schools could implement a Visayan class all in order for the youth to reconnect with the past that have shaped them. A person who rushes into a burning building to save another person is not just extraordinary brave, he or she also possesses an ability to overcome fear. Researchers suggest that heroic individuals are positive thinkers by nature, which contributes to their ability to look past the immediate danger of a situation and see a more optimistic outcome.
Daghang salamat, Antonia. So we would now like to call to give the question for our contestant number 16. So the topic for contestant number 16, 𝗓𝘂𝗪 Fernandez of Cebu City National Science High School is this. Does a person need to be killed in battle to be a hero, to be called a hero? Why or why not? Does a person need to be killed in battle to be called a hero? Why or why not? So that's the question, that's the topic of 𝗓𝘂𝗪, and it is now being sent to the chat box of the speech contest room. So now we would like to call our performer number 14. This is from Consolacion National High School, Cebu Province, Division, Bridget Ann Barte. Do we have Bridget here? So do we have
Yes,
Bridget?
ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes. So okay na yung audio. So Bridget, your topic,
Yes, ma'am.
your topic is this. I can't see her yet. So this is your topic. Describe the valor of Lapu-Lapu and how his example can inspire today's youth.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that question. Will I start now, ma'am?
Your speech starts now.
No foreign power cowered the Cebuano spirit. No fear and pain toppled the quest for freedom. History says it all. On April 27, 1521, there dawned the legend of a true native hero Cebuanos are proud of, the Dato of Mactan Island, Lapu-Lapu. Brandishing his mighty native axe, Lapu-Lapu is the first country's hero to resist the imperial Spanish colonization. Together with his warriors, the Cebuano defender fought against Ferdinand Magellan and the native allies, Raja Humabon and Dato Zula. Certainly, this gave the foreign invaders an idea that Cebuanos are no cowards when we battle for our freedom. Indeed, Lapu-Lapu made the sun rise in the east for all the Filipinos during the onset of Spanish regime. His leadership to stand against foreign oppression personifies the true Cebuano courage and devotion. And as a young individual, I am proud to be a descendant of this noble act. And I encourage my fellow Cebuanos to always remember how Lapu-Lapu changed the destiny of the colonizers and how he made a Philippine landmark in world history. Truthfully, the youth should take heed of the integrity and bravery of their daily struggle. Young people should be as faithful, strong, courageous, and brave in their daily struggle. More than that, let the blood of Lapu-Lapu be the lifeline of nationalism today and tomorrow. Be like Lapu-Lapu. Be a legend. Thank you.
So you're exactly 2 minutes, Bridget. Thank you. So we would now give the question for our contestant number 17. And this is for Adrian Paclipan of the City of Bugo Science and Arts Academy of Bugo City Division. And this is your topic. If you were to describe Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom as superheroes, which superheroes would you assign them? Explain. If you were to describe Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom as superheroes, which superheroes would you assign them and explain? So now we would like to call our performer number 15, Mary Abigail Pañares of the Cebu City National Science High School, Cebu City Division. So
Mayang
Abigail,
buntag. Ay, mayang hapon.
Abigail, can you move back a bit to have more room above your head? So, yes. So your topic is, so okay na yung audio?
Mayang
Describe,
hapon.
ito? Describe a person that you know who is as brave and selfless as our Cebu heroes, Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom. And your speech starts now.
A person that I know who is as brave and selfless as our Cebuano heroes, Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom, is the face of Aling Mena, our silingan. She always comes out of her house early in the morning. She rides her bike going to the hospitals. Is she a nurse? No, she doesn't wear any uniform. Is she a doctor? No, JR says his nanay didn't even graduate high school. So how could she be a doctor, right? Every morning, the whole barangay wakes up to the smell of delicious caldereta and adobo that Aling Nena cooks. She owns a carinderia before it was closed during the pandemic. But why is she going to the hospitals every day? She's now a cook/delivery rider. And even if she has only a few income from online showcase of her food, she delivers her home-cooked meals to the hospitals every day for our frontliners for free. And that, for me, is the face of a modern hero. She, like Lapu-Lapu, is maiso. She fights against adversities. She, like General Maxilom, is gay o ulo. She stubbornly refuses to give up. She, just like both heroes, are mahigugmaon. She loves her people, her family. That is what makes a hero a hero. Modern heroes today do not carry a kampilan like Lapu-Lapu, guns and bolos like the Katipunan. What the modern heroes carry is their heart for service. That will be all. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Adrian. So we would now like to give the, we would now, so that was Mary Abigail. So that's Mary Abigail. Thank you, Mary Abigail. So we would now give the question for contestant number 18. So we have our question for Anthony Bruce Cabuenas of the Saint Scholastica's Academy, Tabunok, Talisay City Division. So our question for question number for Anthony Bruce Cabuenas is this. So the question for the question number 18 is this: how can each citizen be a hero in the upcoming national elections? How can each citizen be a hero in the upcoming national elections? So we would now like to call our performer number 16, Rilliazar Fernandez of the Cebu City National Science High School, Cebu City Division. So, do we have Rilliazar?
Right here. May hapon sa tanan.
Yes. Can you move back a little, Rilliazar, to have a space above your head? A bit lang. Naghang? Okay na diha. Okay diha. So, is he okay? Naghang diha? Naghang siya? Okay diha. So, Rilliazar, can you speak? May you speak? Say maayong hapon.
May hapon sa tanan.
Okay. So, at alin i-proceed. So, your question is this: does a person need to be killed in battle to be called a hero? Why or why not? And your speech starts now.
Good afternoon. Now, from what I believe, no. A person does not need to be killed in battle or war in order to be a hero. Because for me, death does not define heroism. Now, there are certain qualities, a lot more simple, and they don't include death in order to become a hero. Much more so a modern day hero. First of all, we start with audacity, inspiration, that courage to strive and move on and fight all the battles in front of you. Second, there is pagtambayayong. In a simple sense, we can call this bayanihan, the ability to help those around us while also helping ourselves. Third is what we call pagpaningkamot, or should I say the initiative. It's the initiative to persevere on all the challenges that you can face. It's to go past what you're expected of. It's to last at least a minute longer in every single case that you find to be dangerous or negative. Now, I ask you this. What does heroism mean? In a simple sense, heroism is known for the sincerity of our hearts, the fortitude of our spirits, and the ability to love, all of which combine to create something phenomenal. Having the noble cause, dedicating what little we have for the greater good of those around us. With these simple acts, don't you think that we as everyday Cebuanos can consider ourselves to be modern-day heroes? Do you think we have to die for our countries for this? My friends, I'm looking forward to the fact that all of us can be the hero that this country needs. Are you ready? Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Bridgezar. You're exactly 2 minutes. So now we would like to give the question for our contestant number 19. This is for Abigail May Kipitulan of the Consulatrix College of Toledo City Division. And this is your question, your topic. Why is it important that the Cebu youth know about our heroes? Why is it important that the Cebu youth know about our heroes? So that's now sent to your to the messenger to the chat box of the speech contest room. Now we would like to call our performer contestant number 17, Adrian Paklipan of the City of Bugo Science and Arts Academy, Bugo City Division. So your question or your topic is this. We would like to ask you to say maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon sa tanan.
Okay na? So so this is your topic. If you were to describe Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom as superheroes, which superheroes would you assign them? Explain. And your speech starts now.
Well, if I were to describe Lapu-Lapu and General Maxilom as superheroes, which superheroes would I assign them? And, well, I must say, we can be heroes in our own ways. And as for Lapu-Lapu and General Arcadio Melero Maxilom, I would say they are their own heroes. Lapu-Lapu, who wouldn't know him, right? His name is written in history and his heroic acts are carved in the land of the Philippines. We all know Lapu-Lapu as the Dato of Mactan, the brave chief who opposed the foreign invaders led by Magellan, dubbed the first national hero of the country. And with his bravery and determination, he raised the victor and successfully defeated those enemies. And for us, General Arcadio Maxilom, he was best remembered to be with strong resistance against the American forces to submit to their colonialism. He was best remembered to be stubbornly refusing to their forces. And with that, their heroism, their heroic acts led us to where we are now. That is why we are standing, we are living and existing freely in our own land. We have the freedom. That is why I would say mabuhay to Lapu-Lapu, to General Maxilom, and mabuhay to all the heroes of the Philippines. That is all. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Adrian. And then, so now we would like to give you, while we are giving time for our to give you our question number 20. Before we give you our question number 20, we would like to show you this
video of a bestseller dish at Pamgrass named in honor of General Arcadio Maxilom. So we show you this video as a filler as we wait for 6 minutes for the next performer. So we give you this video of our bestseller dish, Humba ni Maxilom.
Mayong adlaw, I am Chef Kate, and today I will be showing to you how to make Cebuano or local dishes. Our dishes are named after Cebuano heroes.
It's very good. It's nice.
Yes, yes.
It's soft. It's tender. There's sweetness to it.
So that video was made in 2018, and also the organizer for that, the production organizer of that, is also a student. Was also a student of Attorney Ian Manticajon. Thank you for the mass communication intern from UP Cebu for that video. And also it was shot and created by Prospero Lapot of Social Communications Asia. And of course, our humba here is as tasty as the victory of the Cebu Revolution against Spain. So thank you, by the way, to the 8,200 comments of this Facebook Live post. So this is the first time actually that we have 8,200 comments. So thank you very much for everyone who gave their comments to encourage their friends and classmates in this contest. Now we would like to give the question number 20. So this is the last question, the last topic of this contest. And this is for Isabella Francesca Abadia of Talisay City Science High School. So this is your topic. How can each citizen be a hero in this war against the COVID-19 pandemic? How can each citizen be a hero in this war against the COVID-19 pandemic? So that is now being sent to the chat box of the speech contest room. So we would now like to call our performer number 18. So our performer number 18 is Anthony Bruce Cabenas of St. Scholastica's Academy, Tabunok, Talisay City Division. Anthony, please say maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon, kanatong tanan. Good afternoon to you po, and good afternoon to my fellow Scholasticans out there.
Okay. Okay ra yung video. So now, wala lagi diri ang question. Wala sa script ang question. So Anthony Bruce, your question is this. So your question is, how can each citizen be a hero in the upcoming national elections? And your speech starts now.
I am a student under the Philippine government, and if I were to think about the Philippine government, I would think of Duterte on his last term, the ongoing vaccinations, the constitution and the laws at which the country of these people abides, and the upcoming 2022 elections. If I were to assess the Philippine government that I'm currently sheltered upon now, it would be a 5/10. Not because that they lack in things that they do, but there is room for improvement. Though they cannot imitate the likes of General Maxilom, who has successfully predecessed Leon Quilat in his voyage to defeat the Spaniards, but it doesn't really have to be on the leaders. The future of our country is to us, the voters. And as voters, here are 3 traits that we can exercise for the upcoming elections. And first of which is integrity. An honest voter doesn't have to vote for this leader because his official gave them money. No, This voter should vote for the government official whom they think can help solve the country honestly. Second of which is discipline. A disciplined voter knows how to sort out the problems of this country, make plans, and choose the leader who can make these plans into a reality. Third of which is nationalism. A voter should be aware of what's going on around him. He should be able to assess the problems that this country is facing and choose the right leader whom they think can help them lead this country during times of pandemic. I invite everyone before I end this speech to go to Google and search the word leadership or a dictionary. The first word that would come would be a leader or a hero, which is true. A leader doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to have superpowers. Instead, he has to have this initiative to use these imperfections for the betterment of him and his people. This is the time, Cebuanos. Vote wisely for a better country for our future. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Anthony. You're exactly 2 minutes. So now, as we have a filler as we give 6 minutes to our next performer, we would now give you this video. So is this still My Celosa Girl? So we will continue the song My Celosa Girl. So that song was performed by five boys, no? 5 𝗓𝗏𝗄𝗧 boys. So, and they sing about their love for Cebu and love for our heroes. So this is the My Celosa Girl.
Ikaw ang Sugbo, you girl ang Ugma, you are my Cebu, you girl ang Dampo. Ikaw ang Sugbo, you girl ang Ugma, you are my Cebu. Tumgami tay, DMD. Tumgami tay, tumgami tay, tumgami tay, tumgami tay. Girl, my celosa, girl, my celosa, girl, my celosa, girl, my celosa. Sige 𝗂𝗀𝗂𝗹𝗂 sa kumpin ng Cebu. Oh, my celosa, girl, 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 my celosa. Sige 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗹𝗂 sa kumpin ng Cebu. Oh, my celosa, girl, my celosa.
So, daghang salamat for that song. And also, yes, that was written by Agripina Gabilondo, and that's me. So, but the music was composed by a young musician, RJ Insalada, a viral also musician. And he also suggested how to rearrange also the lyrics to fit the music. And our inspiration for that is that we have this Abdik Paskilat play where a girl, the character was jealous of her boyfriend's advocacy for the country. So that's why we made that song. So now we would like to get to have our performer number 19. So our performer number 19 is Abigail May Gipitulan of Consolatrix College of Toledo City Division. So the topic is of Abigail is, why is it important that the Cebu youth know about our heroes? So your speech starts now.
Maayong hapon sa tanan. Good afternoon, everyone. Heroes, history, past lives. As a student of today and the hope of tomorrow, why would I need to know or bother myself about what already happened in the past? This thought process I've heard of a lot in my student years. Here, listen. Every table needs a support. Every electric line needs a post. Every body needs a spine. Like that spine, I could only stand here in front of you today, defending my opinions and delivering my choices because of these heroes who laid their lives for me to live in this beautiful and breathtaking island of Cebu, which I am responsible for, to contribute to its greatness, development, and its growth. My spine are my heroes. Those who have taught me indirectly the importance of bravery and pagkamaligon. Bravery, not the absence of fear, but the ability to be brave despite fear. The ability to voice out my opinion as part of the youth, regardless if it seems important or not, if it is deemed necessary in today's country. My spine, though it is at the back of my body, it supports me, allows me to stand not as an individual alone, but as a person of my country, of my island, as a person of Cebu, as a Cebuano, and as a Filipino. To know about my heroes is to introduce myself not only as an individual of today, but as hope of tomorrow, strengthened by the heroes who paved the way for me, for us. Therefore, I introduce with pride, I am Abigail Mehipitulan, full-fledged Cebuano for 18 young years, here because of my heroes, standing in the name of my heroes, and continuing to go on to become a hero of my land. Thank you. Salamat.
So, daghang salamat, Abigail. So now we would now call our last performer, our last contestant for this, and stay tuned for the comments of our judges. So we now have actually now 9,500 comments in our Facebook Live event. So now we would like to call Isabella Francesca Abadia of the Lisay City Science High School, grade 10. Please turn on your video. This is Isabella Francesca. So, say maayong hapon.
Maayong hapon.
Yes. So now your topic is, how can each citizen be a hero in this war against the COVID-19 pandemic? And your speech starts now.
Citizens' only responsibility is to strive for the betterment of his own country. It is a question that leaves us people to ask, to reflect, and to ponder within ourselves. How can we do this? Well, one way that we can execute this is very simple, but it is essential in order for us to become heroes. It is by simply abiding and following health protocols in order to protect others and our own personal safety. Another one can be through helping frontliners and others in need who are in need of service, help, and support in these trying times. There may be many, many other options that we can introduce to people today. However, it is no use without the true, genuine intention of the masses, us Cebuanos in this country. I ask you all today, are you willing to take these steps in order to become the heroes that our country needs in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic? The choice is up to you. That would be all. Thank you.
Daghang salamat. So now, those are all our 20 contestants. Let's give them a round of applause. So everyone on Facebook Live and here, congratulations to our very talented, very articulate students of Cebu. We're so proud of you. Now we would like to get the comments from our judges. So we would now like to call first, if he is still around. We have our TV and radio broadcaster. He is no longer around. He's not around. So did he send his comment on Messenger? So we don't. Did he give his? Did he send nothing? So now we would like to call our on-site judges. to give her comment. First, we would like to call the director of the Cebuano Study Center, also an author of many books on Cebu heritage. Please help me welcome again for her comments, Dr. Hope Sabanpan-Yu.
I really enjoyed listening to our contestants this afternoon. Most of them were very articulate and thought hard about the questions that were given to them. And in a very short time came up with very, very interesting answers. It's very, very difficult for me. I have several ties, but then I will go back to my rubrics and decide who among the contestants has really, really done their best. But you know, being here in the contest today, each one of them are winners. And probably by the end of the judging period, they will also learn from each other what the best practices of the winners are and how best to deliver, content. Content especially is very important um, in the future contests that they will be participating in. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Dr. Hope. Now we would like to call our heritage architect and former TV newscaster, former dean of the University of San Carlos School of Architecture, Fine Arts and Design. Please help me welcome once again architect Melva Rodriguez Hava.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's been such a humbling experience listening to all these very young people talk very articulately and in a sense in very deep appreciation of what the country needs today and how we can get inspiration from our heroes. In spite of these slight delays due to Wi-Fi delays, generally most of them were very impressive, and certainly I am humbled and I learned quite a lot from these young people. I rated them according to delivery, content, and the impact they have on me. I'm still trying to determine among the top 5 or 6 who really deserves it. But generally, I'm so impressed, and I'm very glad that I listened to these young people, and I have great hopes for them, for the future of the city and our country. Thank you so much.
So we're so proud of our students. So now we would like to call the teacher of those who made the video. So we have our UP Cebu Communication senior lecturer, and he is also a lawyer and for the poor, we have Attorney Ian Manticajon.
Good afternoon, Miss Agripina. Forgot to tell you that I'm also the lawyer of Palmgrass.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to congratulate the organizers and, of course, the participants. I enjoyed every moment. I was smiling all throughout. You just can't see it because I'm wearing a mask. It's good to connect with the young people. I can feel their passion. It's invigorating to hear the views of our youth. I'm judging them in accordance with how they are responsive to the question. Okay, that's important. And then their sincerity would show in their cadence, in the pace of their delivery. It's also important because of the technical challenges. So you have to have a good pace so that you'll be understood, it's clear. And lastly, your organization. It may be short, but it has a clear plot or course. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, Attorney Ian. So we are also proud that Attorney Ian Manticajon is the lawyer of Palmgrass, the Cebu Heritage Hotel, aside from being the Palmgrass spokesperson sometimes. So daghang salamat, Attorney Ian. So we invite everyone, those on Facebook Live, to to watch the videos of all of these contestants. We would be publishing them within the day or tonight or tomorrow morning. And then you would be voting for the Netizens' Choice Award. So, of course, our judges now would be deliberating today, and the announcement of winners would be on November 30, 2021 in our event of the celebrating Andres Bonifacio at 158 and the 500 years of Visayan heroism. And of course, the online voting would be only until November 26, 2021. So we invite you once again in our event on November 30, a hybrid event with the awarding of the winners of the extemporaneous speech contest. There will also be a panel discussion on the traditional blades in Visayas, Mindanao, and Luzon. And there will be a physical exhibit of the traditional blades in Visayas, Mindanao, and Luzon on November 30, 2021, and on December 4, 2021. And also on December 4, 2021, at 2 p.m., we will have a jungle survival workshop or learn how the ancient Visayans survived in forests. So you will be learning from Camp Red. This is a guild bushcraft that teaches that has the goal of preserving our old practices or our Cebu heritage. So we thank you everyone for celebrating with us the 159th birthday of General Arcadio Maxilom that happened on November 13. And so we also thank you for participating in this contest by watching your favorite contestants and giving your comments on these on the performances of the contestants. We thank the judges for being here and for even our online judge, Leo Lastimosa, for giving his evaluation. And thank you, everyone. Thank you to our partners, the Department of Education Region 7, with the Regional Director, Sal Jimenez, for facilitating to have representatives from the different divisions in Cebu Island, in the DepEd 7 divisions. So we thank the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, the National Quincentennial Committee, the Museo Sugbo, the Central Visayas Association of Museums, Diyandi Heritage Center, and SOAN 2020. Daghang salamat sa tanan and see you again in our next events. Malipayong pagsaulog sa usa ka gatos ug kalima nagsiyam katuig nga kasumaran sa adlaw nga tawhan sa atong bayani sa Sugbo nga si General Arcadio Maxilom. Maayong hapon.